Hello, Robin Williams here again, property developer from Adelaide, South Australia. I'm just answering some questions, sharing my knowledge for the last 20 years or so in investing and developing, so that maybe I can help some people along the way. A bit of give back. We do that financially, maybe I can give back with a little bit of knowledge. Now, all my answers are based on the Adelaide real estate market and South Australia, and it's just my opinion and I'm just sharing my knowledge. So I've answered some questions from some people, and somebody asked me, should they sell their house before they buy a new one? And this was just in a conversation we were out and about. It's a big question, that one. Ideally, yes. However, there are things that will affect that. Now, why I say yes is because being buyer ready gives you the best negotiating power. So if you've got your deposit in the bank, and maybe you might have cash if you sell the house you already own, but you might have, and your finance ready, you're all ready to roll, that gives you the opportunity to purchase something in a hot or in a slow market at the best possible price. So in an ideal world, yes. However, there are things that could affect that. First of all, what kind of property are you selling? Are you just selling a development site? Is it the kind of property that me as a property developer might like to buy? In which case, I'm happy to buy your property and for you to go and look for something else to purchase it while I get plans and permits and everything approved further down the track. Give me a little bit of time and I'm happy as Larry. Okay? So it depends on your property or what you're selling into the market. Also, what if you can't find something and you've sold your property? Do you have somewhere to live? Is the rental market tight? Can you rent something and find somewhere to live while you find somewhere to live? If the rental market's too tight, you might not be able to do that either. So all these things need to affect your decision. You can purchase subject to the sale of your property, and plenty of people do that, and that's can work in a not so hot market. Obviously, the vendor gets the choice of the offers they get to accept from the agent. Now, I had a property that I'd renovated that I was selling recently, and they came to me, and originally it was subject to the sale of their property. Now, I spoke to my agent. They said that their property would sell quickly. They looked at where it was. Within a day, my agent had gone and had a look at it. Now, obviously, I'd like my agent to handle the sale of their property because they've got better control that way. But if you're selling your property, that might not be the best thing for you. And they said it would sell quickly. But then I had other offers for a little bit less money that weren't subject to the sale of their property. So which one as a vendor did I take? So I had my agent go back to them and said, can they get bridging finance? Is there something else that they can do here? And my agent went back to them, and yes, they could get finance because their house was actually mortgage free. So the bank was more than happy, and they had a good deposit. The bank was more than happy to loan the money on the new property, and they could sell their property. Whether or not they based that on their property being rented, I don't know. None of my business, but they got finance approval, unheard of. I'd unheard of it, within formal finance approval within 5 days. And we sold it subject to finance, which is the way most properties are purchased anyway, and they normally get about 3 weeks. Make sure you get finance. If you're selling your property, make sure you get it in writing that finance has been approved within the period of time, because otherwise you're locked into them and they're not locked into you. Anyway, that's in Adelaide, South Australia. Oh, my phone's slipping there, but never mind. You can get the gist of what I'm saying, even if I'm all over the place. So there's the where you're going to live option, there's the purchasing power option, and there's the subject to sale of your property option. So I don't know which one suits you best. If it was up to me, I'd probably go for the best purchasing power and try to sell my property and make sure I had somewhere to live, even if I had to put my stuff in storage and camp with the kids while I was looking, or with a mother-in-law or something like that. But I'm not you, so you need to figure that one out for yourself. So good luck, and I hope it works out for you. Thanks. Bye.